Welcome to the party pen. You, welcome. Hey, and what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. So, we are going on the journey to find out what he did say. Yeah, that's exactly what we're fucking doing. So, come this way. I have everything you need. I have cannabis, cigarettes, coffee, a chair, cat beds, and canine space. So, come on in. I have a couch. Well, actually, I have a chair with your name on it, or a couch with your name on it. Whatever you prefer, I have both. So, come this way. We are in Revelations, which is the last book of Jesus, comma, who's that? Which is what we're reading. The last book in that series. Well, in book 2 of book 3 of the trilogy. Well, it's the last book of book 3 of the trilogy. And we're on the last 3 chapters. We're on chapter 20. So, come this way, because I have no idea what's about to happen next. I have no idea what's happening at this exact moment. I don't know what John is up to writing this book, Revelations. A lot of it is history wrapped up in a lot of descriptive language. And now we're at a part that I don't exactly understand. It sounds like they're fighting in heaven, but he makes it sound like it's real people. I'm not exactly sure. So, if you want to find out with me, come on and we'll have a good time. That was a cat. Hey there, welcome. Okay, so PSA real quick. I might actually, I'm not going to be able to get through 2 chapters this evening. My dentist appointment is tomorrow, so we're gonna find out what to do about my teeth because, you know, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I don't have any teeth. So I want to eat some candy. So I really need some teeth. Well, and I want to eat potato chips. So I need some teeth because I want to eat potato chips. So we're going to do chapter 20 this evening so I can get to bed on time. Or just lay there until I finally go to sleep at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It should be fun. But no, my meds are kicking in, so. But I take my meds every day and I still don't fall asleep till like 3 o'clock in the morning. So who am I kidding? I don't even know why I even yawn like I do because I never go to sleep. I always just lay there, which is shit. But whatever, we'll find out. So, anyway, let's go and read what happens next. And again, like I said a minute ago, I have no idea. No idea what we're about to get into. But it's the last couple chapters, so it's going to be a fantastic finale. It should be great. So, let's find out. Okay. And I saw an angel coming down from heaven, having the key of the abyss and the great chain in his hand. Oh, this like is Lord of the Rings. Didn't Gandalf have the chain? Look, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, he had the great chain in his hand. And he laid hold of the dragon, the serpent of old, who is the devil and Satan. Oh, so he's two. And he bound him for 1,000 years. Oh, this is Enki or Anki. It's one of the Ankis, they're brothers, and they fight, and it's like a whole thing. And one of them's a bad guy, and they trap him in a box for a long time. This right here is what made me think it was before time, because the Norse believe that happened before time. And Nikki K is saying it was a giant dodgeball fight before any of this happened. They were like punching each other with planets and shit. So I don't know. But eventually they got this guy in a box for how many? 1,000 years. And really that's not a long time. What are you doing, Willow? Come on. What are you doing? Come on. You're in the way. Go on. No. Look. Come on. Come on. No, you're going to go. Okay, go. So anyway, they put this guy in a box for a long time. And his name is Enki or Anki. Oh, I remember what I was getting to. The Irish and the Welsh. This is why I believe it's some kind of dodgeball fight. Anyway, their gods hit each other with rocks like it was a dodgeball fight. Only they had two dodgeballs instead of one. So they were always hitting each other with rocks. So everybody had a dodgeball fight. And somehow the bad guy ended up in a box for 1,000 years. And then they got to fight each other again. And then he'll be put back in the box, I think. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's either he comes out every 1,000 years and goes back in, or he's just in there for 1,000 years and his punishment is over. But usually when bad guys come out of their punishment, they're a billion times worse. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. And threw him in the abyss and shut it and sealed it over him so that he should not deceive the nations any longer until the 1,000 years were completed. After these things, he must be released for a short time. So, like 200 years? What's happening? I don't know. But anyway. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and the judgment was given them. And I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded because of the testimony of Jesus and because of the word of God. And those who had not worshipped the beast or his image and had not received the mark upon their forehead in their hand. And they came to life and reigned with Christ for 1,000 years. And the rest of the dead did not come to life until the 1,000 years were completed. And this is the first resurrection. There's only one. Jesus only talked about one. One. Jesus only talked about one. So why is there two now? What is happening? This is crazy because Jesus never talked about two. He only ever talked about one. Or is the first time he was like, I'm naked zombie Jesus, man. You know, if he's naked zombie Jesus. And then he comes back and it's like, hey, I'm God. I'm God the third. I'm way better than God the second. Anyway, do you think that's what that means? I think that might be what they mean. I don't know. Okay. The first. Okay. No. No. He says the guy, the people who have the mark on their head and hand, they came to life and reigned with Jesus for 1,000 years. Okay, the ones that don't. Okay, the ones that don't come and live with Christ for 1,000 years. The rest of the dead did not come to life until the 1,000 years were completed. This is the first resurrection. Okay, he's not talking about the time where he did it the last time. So I guess he is resurrected twice. Jesus only talked about once, but okay. Blessed and holy is the one who has part in the first. Over these, the second death has no power, but they will be priests of God and of the Christ day, and will reign with him for 1,000 years. Huh. Okay. And when the 1,000 years are completed, Satan will be released from his prison, and he will come out and deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together for the war. The number of them is like the sand of the seashore. So we know who that is. And they came up on the broad plain of the earth and surrounded the camp of the saints that are from a different religion and the beloved city, which is Jerusalem. And fire came down from heaven and devoured them. And the devil who deceived them was thrown in the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are also, and they will be tormented day and night forever and ever. So how long did that take? 1,000 years? Holy shit. Everybody's fucked. And I saw a great white throne and him who sat on it, from whose presence earth and heaven fled away, and no place was found for them. Aw, that sucks. And I saw the dead, the great and the small, standing before the throne. Books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life, and dead were judged from the things which were written in the books according to their deeds. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and the death and Hades, which is from a different religion, gave up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, every one of them, according to their deeds. And death and Hades, which is a different religion, were thrown in the lake of fire. This is the second death, the lake of fire. And if anybody or anyone's name was not found written in the book of the book of life, he was thrown to the lake of fire. That's crazy. Okay. That's the end of that chapter. What are we at? 20 minutes, just about. Okay. No, I can't do any more than that. I do have to go to bed. And tomorrow we'll finish the last two chapters because I have an appointment tomorrow to get my teeth fixed. Yay! You know, fix my mouth. Well, because it's very important. Because I want to eat candy. It's important because I want to eat candy. I wonder why nobody showed up today. I wasn't even that late. I was like 1 minute late. But I do want to say, I miss Miss Muddy. I don't know where she's been, but I miss Miss Muddy. I hope she's okay. I don't. I hope she's okay. I asked it about her in my Discord, and she never answered me back. Why do people go on disappearing on me? That's not fair. You know, people go disappear. It's really sad because I like people and then they disappear on me. I don't know how to interact with people. I'm really bad at it. Because I interact with people, they think I'm kind of creepy, you know? They're like, you're a bit creepy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Teach me how to live. Teach me how to be a good guy because I'm not exactly sure how. Because, well, I'm not that nice to begin with. But then when I try to be nice, people get weird. Like, how do you be nice to people when they think you're weird? And then they talk shit about you behind your back. It's like, say it to my face and say with their chest, what the fuck am I gonna do? I can't fight. I don't even want to fight. I want to be friends. I want to give you a hug. But people want to be talking shit. And then they don't even want to say it to your face. And I'm mad about some shit that happened months ago, but I just thought about it because it's totally true. So, I don't know. I know I do gotta go to bed though. And, yeah, I don't know. But I do gotta go to bed because oh my God, I got therapy tomorrow also. I'll tell you how that went because I want to tell her about these videos I've been watching. Even though we're supposed to be talking about my mental health, but I suppose the videos I've been watching really do affect my mental health. So maybe that's like a workaround to talk about YouTube videos. I don't know. But these detransition, like not chopping your man meat off or chopping your titties off, you know, the people that regret that, I've been watching their stories. And that shit's been fucking me up. Like I can't believe people would let them do that to themselves. No, no, because they're grown ass adults. But the ones whose parents did it to them, you know, that's like um indirect population control. Do y'all realize that? Like I'm sure the people that are actually doing this shit believe in population control and they know what these things do to your body. but they don't care because it's less people. You can't have kids, it's less people that are going to populate the earth. You unsubscribe yourself from God's YouTube, right? You delete yourself from God's YouTube, then it's one less person. It's population control. It's God complex and population control because they have God complex. And the only reason the politicians and shit are going along with it is because one less one less American is one more Mexican that can come in. Because sooner or later, they'll be doing the same thing to them. And the next group will be brought in to replace them. It's Islam. As much as I don't like those other people, Islam is worse. And, like, I don't know, Islam is worse. Because you can read the Constitution and figure out it is nothing but a cheat sheet that we can use against them. But Islam doesn't give a fuck about the Constitution. And there will be no Constitution anymore. Because they don't give a shit about it. They have their own law. And they will bring their own law. So. And they don't give a fuck about the government. They'll burn down the government and make their own government. Because that's what the fuck they do. We're about to read all about it. And the shit that happened in Das Bible in the Old Testament is shit they're fighting about still. You know, like it's not a fucking joke. Look what they do to the people who disagree with them. And I'm not talking about, well, if you know history, you know exactly who I'm talking about. It's a man who had a dream. And the other one who was originally one of them and then started speaking out about them once he realized what they were doing. And he didn't want no part of it because he lives in America. And they got rid of him because he spoke out. He was one of them and spoke out. Yeah, it's a thing that happened. And I would be very cognizant of that. We're looking at the wrong enemy. The enemy is not these terrible ass God people right at this second. It's the terrible ass other God people that are the real fucking problem. Why did we take our eyes off of them? And I'm not supposed to be in politics. As a matter of fact, I haven't watched politics in a long time because I'm tired of getting kicked out of my house for stupid shit. You know, tired of getting kicked out of my house over that and being emotionally blackmailed. So I quit watching the news so they couldn't emotionally blackmail me no more. You know, sometimes if you don't want things happening to you, you have to compromise with yourself. Because fuck compromising with these people that will emotionally blackmail you. You have to compromise with yourself, which is really fucking stupid because you shouldn't have to change anything about yourself to fit in with other people unless it's something you really need for your own mental health, like your kids. You know, once that shit comes into it, you gotta reckon with yourself. Like, you've spent 10 years away from your kids in a very lonely place. You probably should stop doing that to yourself. Just get that stupid fucking shot and get it over with. Because if you die, you know why. It's other people. So it technically doesn't count as deleting yourself from God's YouTube. And you can always tell them fuck you on their deathbed. That's the way I see it. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Or at least that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, just so you guys know, I hate you, but I forgive you. Exactly. I've thought about it for a long time. Every time my arm starts to hurt for no reason, like really bad for days on end, that's all I can think about is, oh my God, I'm about to fucking die. Get ready to tell everybody exactly how you feel. I think that every time. Every time my arm hurts in that spot, they gave me the second shot. Because I don't think I got the first one. But I definitely got the second one because that chick was stupid. Well, I don't wanna give it to my kid. Like, you're not gonna give it to your kid. It doesn't exist. But whatever. But whatever. I don't even want to get into it because it just makes me mad. It makes me so mad. Because I hate that people did that to me. Like, it makes me so ill. I don't do shit to people, man. I actually, that's not true. I do so much to people. I'm kind of a bad guy in my own right, you know? But whatever. Oh, man. Okay. I gotta go to bed because, oh shit, I didn't even take my last pill. take this? Should I? Because it's a sedative. My other pills are already working. And I gotta get up early for the dentist. Should I take the pill? If I take the pill, I might not wake up in time. Or if I take the pill, I'll sleep through my therapy. Because I'll come back from the dentist and sleep through my therapy. And that would suck. Yeah, that would really suck. Damn it. Okay. I'm not going to take this sedative. I'm going to trust myself. I don't know. What do I do? I don't know. Somebody email me and tell me what to do. No, fuck it. I'm not going to take it because I don't want to fuck around and lose my dentist and my therapist on the same day. That would both suck and be stupid. So, yeah. I'm going to make this video rather short. Like, ending it right now in like 5 minutes. I'm not even going to wait 5 minutes. I'm just going to end it and finish drinking this soda and then go to sleep. Exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm hitting the outro. It's time to give the pillow some head and the sheets some ass and have the sweetest dreams ever. Love you so much. Later, hitting the outro.